How is everyone? You guys see, I've been doing the work, losing the weight. I got, muscles right here. I got shoulder muscles, y'all. I will stand up, but you know how I get up on here. I really don't care. You know, I know I was supposed to just get on here every time, but I had something I really wanted to talk about, and it's online, and it's something I'm talking about right now. It's water. Um, this Cooley thing and this yada. Okay, I was just talking about like the logic, and I was talking about how like this logic and emotional thing, and these non-experts and these people. A lot of people use words to just feel like they're smarter, and their ego takes over and express themselves like that. And I feel like just by the clip, fucking Cooley is going to be a narcissist and gaslight and use his nonchalance as a way to make Yada look crazy and emotional, and it works. I'm not team either. I do prefer to listen to Yada, and I really feel like he cooked what's his name, because he was right. He even got him on the Bible, and he got him in a lot of different ways, and they had to agree on a lot of things, because it wasn't like Yada is saying things that don't make sense. They say a lot of things. And do I think Cooley and Yada, or Anton and Yada, is like two different extremes? Yeah. They're two different extremes. You have someone who they say pander to black women, which I'm not going to deny. It's always a lot of pandering, because I feel like the other side pander to lonely, miserable men. So it's the extreme on both sides. It's the extreme. Because the people who go to these events and support these weirdos are freaking nerds, lowlifes. Like people who don't really get females like that. Because I never know a man to get females and complain. Ever. Ever. I've been around men. Real men. And I've been around people who are married. And I've been around people who are supportive to one another. And I've been around men that have never been on this level of a woman hate train. Because they have women in their lives. So when I see a lot of these red pill people, I already know they don't have women in their lives. Because when you have women in your life, you know women are amazing. Same thing when you have men in your lives, you feel like men aren't. Some men are amazing. We both know that. Hello. We both, like, come on. Come on. It's like people want to bring each other down and people want to talk about BS, but it's weird. Shout out any episode sponsors before we go ahead and move into it. And they want to have all this small talk. It's weird. We both have something to the table. That's why they're both extreme. I don't feel like I do appreciate that black men want to uplift black women, or men want to uplift women. I appreciate that as a woman. And I don't slander men. I just be honest about the system. I'm honest about the system. I'm not trying to pander. I'm honest about the patriarchal capitalistic society, and no one can lie and say it's not that. You can lie, but you be lying and you be delusional. Stuff like that. So at that time, they created law. I really don't care about knowing his journey. I'm trying to get to the T. Are initiated by women, and a lot of these divorces is because I woke up one day and he's not the guy for me. He's not the guy for me anymore. Oh my God, I'm so tired of these whack freaking points. These points are whack. And cheating and all of these other type of things that's involved in to why the woman initiates the divorce. But if you actually look at it, but you don't know the percentage of women that initiated because they didn't want to be there, initiated because they was abused, initiated because they man cheated. We don't know these micro details that are important in divorce. Stop bringing up these informations, these topics, because we don't know the extremities. We don't know the accuracy of why this statistic that the red pill puts on is important. We don't know. A lot of it is because it's feelings.
And Yada, what is your opinion on this?
Man, we're human, of course we're going to have feelings.
In the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful.
Oh my God. Okay. Yada. Yada, you're doing too much. Nah, bro. You can't come here like that. I'm sorry. It's corny. It's corny, Yada.
I just speak and the devil to be quiet. Praises.
And I love God too. And I'm for the movement. I'm from the universe and a higher version of self, a closer connection to the universe and God and all that. I'm for all that. But this is just corny.
Let me do this. I wanna speak to the Red Pill Society for a moment. Like I really want to speak to these brothers because I understand that a lot of you men are hurt. Like a lot of you men are hurt. I was in a relationship with a woman.
He is true.
And
that
when
is
I started
true.
to exit from this woman told everybody I beat on her, right? I was facing 44 years in prison. The internet ran with it. They ran with it. They didn't need no documents. All they need is she filed for these things, and that was the proof for them. 44 years. They told me to plead to 15.
Okay, what's the point?
years.
Okay, stop. Okay, at some point we got to stop yapping.
I'm literally falling apart. Mental breakdown after mental breakdown after mental breakdown.
Okay.
Fall into a deep state of depression.
Okay, so what's the
My wife
point?
comes in the room. Bro, I have
No,
two
okay,
scissors
this
to
is where the freaking debate people, the moderators, there we go. The moderators should have stepped in and not waste this time. If this is a real debate, this ain't a real debate. These are two men telling their thing, telling their feelings and responding to each other's thoughts. This is not a real debate because the moderator is like, excuse me, like when I was in law and order policy class growing up. I'm a real debater. I'm a real logic queen. I wanted to be a lawyer growing up. I'm that girl, for real, period. And if I ever get bored at 40 and I got money coming in, I might try to be a lawyer at 50. Who knows? Who knows? I might try to be a judge. Who knows? But, yeah, he's wasting a lot of time explaining his feelings and not staying on topic. So I'm going to skip it.
I was facing 44 years, plead down to 15. But look at Yada. Look at Yada.
Oh, my God.
Where's the guilty at? No one cared. So Red Pill, I can understand why y'all frustrated. I've been there. I've been attacked by a woman that said she loved me. Told me if she couldn't have me, she'd rather me be
there we
dead.
go.
I understand.
Finally.
But when I sit across from men like him with no substance, and it comes to relationships and marriage, he comes from a place of fear. We have to understand when it comes to
it took
marriage,
him a long time to get
deeper
there.
than a piece of paper. We're talking about being ordained by God, and a lot of men suffer from divorce because no one has properly told them how to choose.
He's trying not to laugh. Oh, you look
if a man
Yada,
knows
it's
how
corny.
to choose a woman, he does not have to worry about divorce. Me, when that woman was giving me 44 years to say I beat her, I chose that woman.
I get the point, but Yada, people are not there. They're not going to be. You got to get to the point with people, Yada. And I really love what you represent. And I love your brand. I don't know you. I don't know if this is what you're all about. I think it's corny. I think it's forced a little bit. But hey, you could really feel that way. The passion, and you look sick and tired from your fast. The passion is bleeding through. So kudos to you. But it's corny and it's making me laugh. And I don't want to laugh. I don't want to help homeboy. But he's about to laugh.
It's about anything she said. There's no video ever of me speaking bad about this woman because I take full responsibility for what goes on in my life. That's what men do. So when you step into marriage and you have to doubt the woman that you're with, you've already lost. You've already lost. I believe every man that's following the will of the Most High God. Because if I'm not mistaken, God says when
but this is not important. Don't use God to debate. Please move on. Okay, I'm sorry, Cooley. I don't have time for this.
You should not be with her. Period.
Now, Cooley, I do want to give you the opportunity to respond to this. How much?
Okay, so he's saying if you don't trust her, you don't believe in her, don't be with her.
It's coming.
And Yada, just so I can be clear here, should marriage be the ultimate
All
goal for men?
men should strive to marry the woman that they're with. If they don't see that, they should not be with her. Period.
I agree with that because as I gotten older, and I'm not even that, I'm a young, cute thing, but as and I've, over the years, I realized like I purposely want to date for marriage. And I have gotten very good at weeding out people who I know that are not looking for the same. They looking for, I'm bored, I'm a man, I want downtime, I want to see a woman, I want to use what a woman got for me, and I don't want to do nothing for. I can't. No, I can't do it. I can't be involved with a man on that level. Like I can't do it. So when men allow themselves to get into the dating and they just want to date to play, that's just whack. And when women do it, I think it's whack too. And I tell my friends too, like if they telling me and complaining to me about niggas, like don't, because I'm not gonna do is complain to you about dudes either. I'm not complaining to you about dudes because I'm not dating for the bullshit. But you want to talk about these dudes, these people, you keep letting these dudes slide and treat you like forever. Man, people will treat you how you treat yourself. People will be in your face if you let them be in your face. If you let them have access to you, that's what they're going to do. Come on. Like when babies are cute and young, you let them come to you and play with you. I love babies, but you a grown man, you're not a baby. I'm not treating you like a baby. I'm not going to let things slide because you guys using this word LOVE as a tactic to manipulate women. I'm not for it. I ain't going. I'm tough. I know I was given the warrior cloth. Oh yeah, day, oh yeah, day, oh yeah. Oh yeah, day, oh yeah, day, oh yeah, day, oh. Oh yeah, day, oh yeah, day, oh yeah, day, oh yeah. I was given that. Okay, I was given the warrior cloth. I'm not for the dudes that are on the BS. I'm not for the BS. I don't like it. I don't participate in it. I will stay by myself. I will stay home. I will travel the world and be happy. I have more moments listening to Billie Eilish and artists that I love crying to their music, beautiful moments, driving down California streets that I've ever had with a man. And to be honest, yeah, I had some good relationships and I had really bad relationships. I've only been in 4 relationships in my life, and 2 of them were good and 2 of them were bad. One of them was really good. That is life. And I learned what I do like, what I'm not going to tolerate, and I understood the manipulate. I understood dating. I understood people. I understood men more. And I understand how they communicate. And when they communicate, what does that translate? No matter how much they try to gaslight it or try to make it seem like it's not that, it's that. Oh, well, and they want to use their gender, well, I'm a man. And I'm a woman. So if you're a man and I'm a woman, you should know as a woman, this is what I like. And this is how a woman feels safe, if you know that. So, like, it's BS.
Now, Cooley, I do want to give you the opportunity to respond to this. How much of a man's reluctance, or just men in general, their reluctance to get married is based on fear or hurt from past relationships?
Ooh.
I mean, it depends on the man. That's an anecdotal.
Nah, don't lie. No. Don't say it depends on the man. And then you categorize. No. Be honest. We know that men be out here hurt and scorned a lot by small things that happened to them in the past. Women have been hurt mentally, emotionally, and sometimes physically and financially a lot more than men, because we have manipulated to believe that love is the savior. Love, the grand knight. He's going to come and be my knight in shining armor since 1950. 1930, 1920s, they promoted romance to women. To make women feel like they need men. Men are the center. And 2024, we ain't going. Women are just centering away from men more and more because we realize it's a lie, because the men don't believe in that shit. They don't believe in that romance. They don't believe in that no more. They don't want to do that. They don't want to be that. Who are we to force them to not? But they will love to use that shit when it benefits them. What about love? Y'all niggas ain't even romantic for real. Tell me your favorite rom-com right now. Tell me your favorite romantic anything. Poem, Shakespeare, anything. Dear John. The Pride and the Prejudice, Anastasia, do you have one? Aladdin even. Do y'all have one? No. So, yeah. This a lot of dudes just heard to scorn, and they manipulate this thing of romance that was introduced by patriarchy, by men, to make women feel like we have to have men in that is the root, that is the yellow brick road. And I just watched Wicked, y'all. That was the yellow brick road. Men having babies and being with men. Wow. That is everything. That is happiness. That is a lie. If you are a firm believer of the universe and faith, you know that everybody has a different experience in life. Everybody's destiny, its path is different. There's a lot of people who were sold this dream realized quick that it was just a dream. It was a marketing scheme. It is a generations of marketing scheme when it comes to this word love. When it comes to romance, people get in relationships and people get married. And most people are now getting divorced across the board, getting divorced. This dream, this centerization of marriage and love and men and saying this will make you happy to be with a man and have baby because that's what you were destined to do as a woman. Whereas 2024, I have a choice to be like, no, I can bear children, but maybe I don't want to right now. Maybe I really want to feel safe. Maybe I need like 10 years of following my dreams and traveling the world and seeing what's out there, seeing what other men are out there, living my best life before I just settle just because someone told me that's what happiness was. Do you see how the logic don't be logically with these red pill? And then both extremes is crazy. Both extremes on both sides, crazy, loca, senile, not.
But I mean, a few things that he said
Because it's not
the
happiness should not be dependent on another person.
If you look into that,
sometimes you want to be around family and you love that, you want to build a family, that is understandable. But when you really think about it, you got to build families and be in relationships with people who really value you and value the future. Some people are impulsive. They feel good. Man, you know how many men I met are impulsive, and people in general are impulsive. They feel that way right now, but something can change and they're not willing to stake it out and go through the process and grow and evolve with you to get you there, to make sure you have that family. You're putting a huge risk on yourself if you don't make sure that person really believes in that stuff for years, not just right now when they feeling the butterflies, but a year, 2, 4, 5, 10, 20 more years come. Are they gonna be by your side?
Comedian pointing at me. No one said that I'm in that community. So you have this mindset where you hear certain content and then you just put everyone in a box. That's not how it goes. The thing is,
well. I will say, sir, you do say things that are crazy that is in that box.
When they ask
I ain't gonna lie, he pissing me off already. He pissing me off because he's already gaslighting. Well, I'm not in that community. You're labeling me. Dude, that's what you'd be talking about. Like, I can admit that Yanda probably is a huge... Right now, I don't think he's pandering to black women. Right now, he just sounds like a Christian. Pandering to the Christians right now. Pandering to Christian relationships. He's pandering for sure because it's corny. But you pander to these losers. That's why your content is there. That's why you feel like you can say anything to anybody. You pander too. You are in a box. You know your box. When you are a streamer, a business, whatever, you know your category, you know your market, you know your target audience. And this is where I really do not like this dude because he will lie, manipulate, and gaslight. That's all he knows how to do. It's tiring. As somebody that has been studying psychology for almost 15 years, it's tiring to hear this man It's tiring. That's all he do. All he do. All he do. All he do is manipulate, gaslight, try to make it seem like you're just saying stuff. He don't know what we talk. Boy, bye. You know you're talking audience. That's why you started the podcast. That's why you started the tour, the campaign of your shit. You know.
I spoke truth. I did not
You lying right now. You lying at your front teeth right now. You lying right now.
speak how I feel. You're a woman, and you're going to get this work now. You are a female. I'm looking at across this table in your eyes. You spoke nothing but...
Okay, now, see, and this is what pissing me off about the comments. Yo, he went crazy calling him... These saying Yada calling him out a name demon. He called him a fucking female. Yeah, that's how I know it was a cult. Because he just called this man a female. And if I was a man... I probably wouldn't want to fight him, especially because I want to protect my brand. But I'd be like, shoot, I'm not the one wearing the braids. I would be petty as fuck. I'd be like, I'm the female, but you wear the braids. You wear the braids, and you say you get your hair braided by women like women do. You say you don't even even go to the shop with the boys. You a female. Like, I would go back in and I would make him feel some type of way. I'd be like, you're already emotional. Look at your eyes, your puppy dog eyes. What, you trying to stare me down? Oh, I would read this man of a filth if I was a man.
Feelings. You spoke about, your situation and that you're a victim and that, and you still married the woman. Great for you, my friend. Great for you. They asked me a question and I answered it. I never said I was against marriage or anything like that.
This is a master manipulator.
Said, I'm against
people who are slow.
Pre-modernity, it was...
And sometimes you are slow because you haven't been through a lot of stuff. Sometimes people are just ignorant because they haven't been through enough. They haven't traveled. They haven't done things different in their life. They haven't moved from their hometown. They don't know. That's why a lot of people are slow. So when his audience, and his target audience and people who listen to him are challenged. And I'm talking about in life. They're very challenged. They're literally, I don't want to say proficient in life. They're still beginning in life.
The other party is incentivized to break it.
And it looks like he pandered to a younger audience because this man looked 40 years old, but he got this damn 20-year-old haircut.
Like you said, I am a businessman. And
if I was Yada, I'd read that nigga for film.
And I understand that family is the first business. I'm speaking, brother. You're shaking your head already.
I don't know.
Feminine traits. Shaking your head already.
Facts.
Shaking your head already.
That is fact, Yada. Come on, stop. Come on. Don't let him talk to you like that, Yada. Don't let him talk to you like that. And to be honest, yes, them braids. I don't know no real man that wear braids. I'm going to be honest. I don't know not one real man over 40. Look at Drake. He wore them weird-ass braids. I don't know not one real man that wear braids. So you already at default with them damn braids. I'm going to be honest with you. I've seen grown men wear afros. I've seen grown men just wear their hair. But wear that tapered and then the braids on the side, I ain't never seen that. Most real men I've seen, they too, working on their shit with the braids. But a nigga got the braids, red flag, be honest. I ain't met a nigga with braids that makes sense. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. It's just what it is. I don't make the rules. I don't know why. Why? I feel like the braids make them feel youthful and they in their youthful ways. And that's the lack of evolving. Yeah, you're 40. Yo, I'm young and I still love how mature women dressed. And I'm young. I like to dress like, I'm telling you how many rich dudes that be looking at me when I look like I dress in the 1920s. I love dressing like a modest 1920 woman. I think that is beautiful when women can be fully clothed and show their curves. I love that. Or a little stomach, not too much, just show their curves and cover. I think it's beautiful. During the winter, this is my time.
I'm speaking, brother. I'm speaking.
Yes or no?
You're showing feminine traits again. I listened to you. I did not cut you off. Not once. Not once. Control the panties, please. Control the panties.
Hey, bro, come on. Little ninja turtle over here talking about control the panties. I'm about to get Master Splinter in here to correct you, brother. Chill out, man. You sound silly.
Go ahead, Yada. Brother, again.
I will say Yada's looking real good right now. Yada's looking real good.
The first business.
He did, and I'm not talking about his physical or attraction. I'm talking about just his demeanor. This dude is crashing out early.
business to make money.
Early in the
If I don't think
conversation,
the
you already
business
crashing
partner I'm
out.
with is beneficial to me, I will not do business with that person. Do you understand?
Oh, he little boy again.
The demon showing
You
again.
didn't
The
answer
demon,
the
I
question.
just told you.
Okay, but Yada, see, this
Cooley
is where you
is
get
the-
cordy, Yada. This is where you get cordy. The Christian stuff. Like, yeah, he does look demonic, and he's a gaslighter and a mass manipulator, and he got bad energy, for sure. He got bags under his eyes. You can see the blackness, the Rasputin in him. I would flame this dude. You can see the Rasputin in his face. You can see the Rasputin real bad. The eyes big and sunken and black and with the braids, Rasputin had long hair too. He looked weird, But you keep, it's just weird, Yada. It's just corny. You're doing good, Yada. You're doing good.
Family is
business.
So you
If
will
I
sign a
have to
contract.
question, marriage is a contract, brother.
Yeah, but
marriage
that
is
business,
a contract.
They are incentivized.
Marriage
Your wife
is
right
a
now, she's
contract.
incentivized to
Marriage,
leave you.
marriage is
She'll
a
get half.
contract, brother. If my woman left me, she deserves more than half, brother. That's
great,
my
but she's
woman.
still incentivized.
Again, if I'm stepping into a relationship based off fear, I have no business being in a relationship. Feminine traits. Control yourself, brother.
Not feminine traits
Control
at all.
yourself, brother.
So you mean to tell me what is
Oh,
marriage is from the biblical
Oh,
perspective,
goodness.
right? So that means that let's just take it back. Let's just take it back even further than pre-modernity, right? So at the end of the day, marriage is
This is called intellectualizing psychology 101. This is called intellectualizing when people who don't want to have deep level 4 conversations, they stay at level 1 or 2. They think that they're saying great information, but they're bypassing the topic. And that's all he does. And that's what a lot of red pillars do. And to a lot of people who are slow and emotionally unintelligent and just unintelligent in general, they eat this up. Because
between the man,
the reason why it's so easy for them to eat them up because they lead with their emotions, and red pillars lead with their emotions.
There weren't any contracts that was made to incentivize women to leave the man during when marriage first came about. There wasn't anything like this. So I'm not against marriage. I think you still don't understand my point. And I'm not saying not to get into marriage because of fear. I'm just stating what's true. You're using feelings again. So what is true? Would you sign a contract that someone is incentivized?
You just said you're not talking about fear, but you keep on saying, "Oh, she can take half and she can leave you, brother."
No,
That's true. That is true.
Hold on, brother.
That isn't fear.
That is a fear. That's a factual fear.
No, you're giving your
A lot of fears are facts. Come on now.
Stop.
We are afraid of
Please,
spiders. Come on, and that's where the slow face shit gets for me. This is when the shit get out of hand for me. This is what I get. This is the thing. It should be a moderator in debate because a man should not be able to lie like this. A man should not be able to lie like this. When we have the presidential debates, we have moderators. We got fact checkers for a reason. Because a man is not supposed to be able to lie like this. No one is man, woman should not be able to lie like this.
Point.
Are you married?
Please refuse.
Are you married?
I'm not married. No.
Okay, so how can you speak on this, brother? You're not
Okay.
qualified to even open your mouth
I'm
right
not
now.
qualified.
You're not qualified
Marriage-
to open your mouth right now. You're
I'll
not
let you do
married.
Okay, so marriage is a relationship. So
Oh,
marriage
God,
is
here we
under
go.
the umbrella of a relationship.
No. This dude is cooked. Yo, this dude is cooked. This dude is real slow. And it sucks that a lot of people know that, but because they're whack ass, emotions and their whack ass ideals, same thing with Trump. They'll follow him to the end just because of what they represent. Because, this dude is, like I said, like he just lying. Like I was saying about the fact, we got factual fear. Oh, it's not a fear, it's just a fact. There are fears in facts. That's why people are afraid of them. Same thing like I was about to say. We know for a fact that snakes are poisonous. We know that some spiders are poisonous. We know that some plants are poisonous. That's a fact. So we're afraid of them. The things he's talking about is a fact. Yes, a woman is able to do this and that in the contract. You are given to his point. But because he can't, I feel like Yada is not really tuning in on the debate side. And he's letting his emotions get over him too because he's frustrated with this clown. It's not clicking. Because me, I would have bow. No clip. Like I would have so many clips. It's crazy. And I probably would have unloaded all of them at the end of the interview. And when I'm talking about the debate, y'all. Nothing else with the debate. But yeah, I would have unloaded the information. All the key things, and man, make him look like an amateur. Make him look like a rookie.
Therefore, since someone doesn't have a title, that doesn't even make no sense. That's a logical fallacy. That's the appeal to authority fallacy, which means that you can say that, well, bro, you don't have a...
Yeah, the intellectualizing is a very immature thing to
So,
do.
mean to tell me, let's test your logic.
That's very immature.
If someone is a mechanic
Emotionally
and they have 15
and
years of experience,
intellectually,
but they never got their certificate, 15 years of experience. The other person, they have 1 year of experience, but they got their certificate. Who do you think is better at fixing your car?
but that has nothing to do.
Answer the question. So what I'm telling you,
you're
you
not
come in
making
and
sense.
logically...
Yeah, there we go, Yada. It's stupid.
Traits are showing
It's
again.
Bro, let's
Again.
keep it- yeah, let's keep
I don't
it,
think it's feminine. I think it's
debate,
stupid
bro.
because women are very intelligent. So Yada, that's a deduction. I don't think it's feminine what he's saying right now. I just think it's stupid. It has nothing to do. It's just him trying to intellectualize and pander to his dumbass audience as well. And the thing is that it's more cringy because it's more annoying because it's just stupid.
Come from Phil's. You already
Wait,
lost.
so Cooley,
I can't agree with him with
consider
anything
there
he's saying, and that's
any
hard because
benefit to marriage from
you
it?
know
Well, let me
I want to know new information. It's the same shit we know. We've been on this earth for decades, niggas. We know this shit already. We've been on earth for decades. We literally been on earth for a minute now. All this information that they be talking about on that side, it be weird. Y'all like my new Cali accent? Y'all know I'm from Cali. But yeah, I've been listening to G and X every day, and like the accent is just coming through. Making me remind me when I was young. And anyway, sidetrack.
I'll pose the question to the entire audience in the conversation.
I'm in a great
What
mood, y'all.
benefit does a marriage... I mean, there's a few benefits that marriages get, that men get in marriage, and that's okay, tax benefits and multiple other benefits. But as far as signing the paper, because we gotta differentiate the two. Marriage, being married in the covenant under a church, under religion or God and stuff like that, yeah, it's spiritual. It's many benefits as far as spiritual benefits, of course. But if we're speaking about it,
That's
if we
true.
take that part away and we're speaking
That's
about
what marriage is
signing the
supposed to be
contract,
like, but it's not like that no more. And I want that marriage. I want my,
other than
you know,
that, what benefit
relationship
does a
to
marriage-
see our
what-
communion
what-
as
let me-
one
what
with
benefit
the
does a
higher,
man-
you
let me
know,
finish
the
real
higher
quick,
above
bro.
us.
The question that I'm
The
posing
universe,
is,
God, I want us to
what
really,
benefit
and
does
it don't
a
have to
man
be
get?
the worship when it comes to, my worship is productivity. That's how I feel like I'm being grateful with my life, and I'm showing them. And also when opportunities come to me and the days where I get to really give back in the way, those are my contributions. And I feel like that's what life is about. And the worship process and all that. If he wants to do that, if I have time, I would definitely be there for my person, as long as they're not trying to force their beliefs on me. Know that my belief systems are different and I support yours. And just understand that we're going to be one communion, and we're going to be under this thing where we have morals, values to ourselves, respect to ourselves, because we are part of that thing. And marriage is just not like that. And people who date, they don't care about that. That stuff is, the stuff is just, it's not in no more. People are choosing escapism. People are choosing everything else but really falling in with themselves and a higher power. And love is an expression of how you feel about yourself. If you love to love human beings, because you know human beings can be great, because you could be great, and the universe gives us all these gifts and these different paths, and being grateful for our lives and all this type of things, that you can love someone and learn, and you can have a journey with someone and be with someone. And it doesn't mean you have to be super, super close to that person forever. It's knowing that you never disrespect them, you never try to hurt them, you never abuse or abandon or neglect them, you be honest with them, have good comprehension, do what it takes to keep the communion. Both people. But then that's the thing. Both people. I'm tired of the ish. I'm tired of the BS. Both people need to be able to be in that place to have a healthy relationship. And people don't want to talk about that. It's all about roles this and roles that. And man, what about your real feeling? Like, what makes you really feel like your purpose in life, bro? Like, what makes you feel good to be human on earth, more humane? What makes you feel like your spiritual equity is going to be high, like up there with the vessels, the prophets, and all these things? What makes you feel that way? And if you don't care about that, man, you're going to always find reasons why your life sucks. And you're going to always find reasons why you should have different and more and leave people behind and all that stuff. And it's no cause. Purpose is just greed or trying to feel ego because you lack in spiritual equity. And that is the real tea. That is the real tea. You're lacking. Hey, Carol. You're lacking in spiritual equity, but you're trying to feed your ego. Yo, that is dark. That's not even shadow work. That's not even healing. That's not even a purpose on a higher cause. That's more of you being very weak and you staying there. You just staying weak. And I really feel like the red pill community is weak men that are trying to disguise and pretend as these strong advocates. They don't even talk like real men. They don't even represent, like, I've been around real men who can build a house, who can fix things, who can go get the money, pay the bills, who can cook and clean and do it all. I've been around men that make you feel like you are with a divine human, That's what they like to say about men. I've been around men like that. And I'm happy, and that's why I feel like, man, y'all going outside on the internet and just being weird, like even dating and stuff. It's y'all going out real sad because I'm not used to this cloth of people, and it's weird, and it's just sad. It really is sad because it's something psychologically going on, and I feel like on both sides. But I feel like a lot of small communities are so loud. Like, it could just be a very small amount of men that are online doing this. But they are so loud that it makes it feel like they're everywhere. But when you go in public, I don't think men are going around and just slandering women. I don't feel that way. But they tell their real feelings on that phone under that username to get out steam. That's why y'all going out real sad.
In a marriage that he already doesn't get in a relationship.
Okay, bro. Now listen to me, brother. You said this spiritual.
You said this spirit.
You said this. I'm not gonna answer the way you want me to, but I'm gonna answer
Okay,
it.
cool.
Thank you so much.
Got it.
You say the spiritual aspect. Take that away. You can't take it away. When you're doing business at a high level,
that's how I feel. That's what I just said, y'all. That's how I feel.
When you're doing business at a high level, the first thing the person asks you is, "Are you married? Come to dinner. Bring your wife." That validates how consistent a man can be, how trustworthy a man can be. No real man is going to shack up with a woman and not make sure she's properly taken care of if he passes away. So if Cooley built a lot of wealth and he's with a woman and he dies, guess what's going to happen? Guess who's going to get the wealth? Not the woman that he's been shacking up with.
Oh, that's a lie. You can do all of that without signing a piece of paper. You can put
Come
someone
on,
on your will. You can make a woman a beneficiary. Listen, let me answer the question. So what I'm telling you is, what you just said is a lie. So you just said that. Well, what's is the wife gonna benefit from this marriage if he happens to die?
That is true. We know that, but we also know most men are not gonna put a woman in a will if they're not married to her. He is right. A man can buy you a house in your name, buy you things in your name. A man can sell you up a life, and a man can do that for you. In the will, yes, he can without being married to you. He can. It happens. But a lot of men don't do that. And most men who do that have a lot of money. And they're doing it for their side pieces or their girlfriends. Like, and they got a lot of money, or they older. Like, men man, these 30, 40-year-old men are not just being with women and put them in their will. No, that's not how it works. So he just being deceitful again.
Oh, he can still put her on the will. He can still make her a beneficiary. He can do all of these things without actually signing that paper. Also, right?
It's
if
true.
he's in a relationship with a woman, he can still protect and provide for that woman.
That's
If
true.
he loves that woman, he can still take a bullet for that woman.
And this
You're
is what
looking
That's
at
true.
I
mental
mean right here when I said this is not a businessman. Because if you write a will can be contested. Do you know what that means? Contested. You're not a man. You're not making no real money, so you don't understand. Listen to me for one
Yo,
moment.
what you talking
Listen
about?
no, brother. I heard you say on a podcast you make over 6 figures a year. I make over 6 figures a month. We're two different types of men.
That's totally fine. You're
Come
still a
on,
Ninja
man.
Turtle.
Next.
bro.
Okay.
See, that was very childish and immature to say. Ooh, he's coming down bad. Y'all just being corny, but Cooley is going down bad, y'all. It ain't looking too
Started
good
to
for
have
him.
a
trade.
You, I asked him the
And I can't watch this whole interview. It's just getting spicy now.
Do you want to make ad hominem attacks?
Come on,
If
look
so,
at me when
I
you're
will
speaking,
smoke
brother.
you.
Look at
I
me.
will
So
smoke
check it
you.
out. Let's try to.
Y'all did give him with the left hook though. He give him a little,
because I want to make sure
maybe a
we
little
can
jab.
actually
Boom.
move through this because this is actually a really important conversation. Because
Yeah.
Cooley's not the only guy I've heard say that.
Right.
There's a lot of men that actually believe this because we've seen things go left for men on many occasions, and there is just a lot of discomfort and concern building around the union of marriage. So I'm curious about this because, I got a little sister myself. Many of us, just how life is going to go, we're going to end up raising daughters ourselves. It's just kind of what it is.
Yeah.
I know sometimes we can get caught up in protecting ourselves as men, which we have to. I mean, we have to think about what practically makes sense for us. But let's think about it like this. I want to twist this. If we were giving some game to our little sisters or a woman that we care about, is it a good idea, or do you think, Cooley, a woman can still be secure, protected, and I guess comforted in a marriage without the legal document and paperwork? Is that a good deal for the woman as well?
Yeah, she could be married in the church under, the Spirit of God. That's totally fine. Why would you? The thing is, this whole thing as far as the legal situation, this is still new. You know what I mean? And the legal situation, it doesn't add up. It doesn't make sense. It only benefits the woman. It doesn't benefit the man at all.
Y'all want to know my thoughts about that? I think it's a good thing. I don't think it's a bad thing only because of patriarchy. But, hey, I guess men don't care about that. So, but I think it's good that it benefits women.
And it's still showing. And it's still showing. And it's still, you're stuttering.
A very submissive woman, a feminine woman, a woman that's going to cheerlead him on, a woman that's going to be by his side. Yeah.
A leader does not need anyone to cheerlead them on. They just lead.
Facts. Facts. Yo, drop the mic. Drop the mic right now. Right now. No leader. Yo, nobody gives a about nobody. When women got to get done, nobody needs a cheerleader. Oh, you changed your diaper. Yay, babe. Oh, you made me cooking. You made me dinner today. Yay, babe. You cheerlead for her every time you do some shit? So you want me to cheerlead and be everything. Everything for you your mama wasn't, nigga. No. You don't need nobody to cheer you on.
Like, this is the thing.
As a man, because the man is supposed to be.
Provide for them and to take a bullet for them. That's what they want. They want a leader. So, the man should find a woman that's worth taking a bullet for, a very submissive woman.
Submissive. That word is so inflammatory. Submissive. Because if you're a real man, no man needs that. Because most men get that. Real men, not males. Men get submissive women. I'm a strong woman. When I'm with a man, I teeter on submissive. Okay? When I'm with a punk, I am domineering, and I'm honest. And I don't try to manipulate, gaslight. You can tell I don't really feel like you like that. And that's why I realized a long time ago, I don't mess with punks. I don't mess with these dudes that act like this, talk like this. I don't mess with them. I'm a black woman. I'm in a society that already hates me and it's already hard for me to survive. I'm not fucking soft, bitch. I'm not. There's a lot of soft black women, but I'm one of the ones that y'all talk about. Oh well. Oh well. And I have been in relationships where it is not like that. I've been in a relationship where I'm very easygoing. I'm the fun one. I want to have fun and go do stuff, and I want to plan, and I want to cook, and I want to decorate, and I want to do this. I want to do all the feminine things. Like, I've been in relationships like that, but me by myself and me with a man that I don't really fuck with like that, yeah, I am not going to be submissive, and that's okay. I don't need to be submissive to people who don't deserve that part of me. Like, not everybody deserves you to be soft. And we need to talk about that more as women. Not every man deserves you to be, man, a man should make you feel soft, and they make you feel soft and loved and gooey immediately. If you don't make my cheeks hella red and blush and my cheeks go up to my eyeballs, I'm not going to be soft with you. Why? You ain't made me feel soft. You made me feel like the homeboy or whatever.
That's going to be by his side. Yeah.
A leader does not need anyone to cheerlead them on. They just lead. They just lead. And this is what I'm saying, brother.
Period.
I understand that you were raised in a home without a father. I can see it all on you. No, listen to me. I love you, and I want you to understand this.
Scott.
I love you. But, bro, you've been hurt. You've been extremely hurt. And it's still showing. And it's still showing. And it's still, you're stuttering, brother. And it's showing.
I've never been as hurt as
it's
you've been.
showing, brother. It's
Never
showing.
been as hurt.
It's showing.
You just explain your whole
It's
situation,
showing,
how hurt you were.
Yada,
It's showing,
quick
brother.
question,
So I'm
Yada.
sorry for you.
Thank
I
you.
never had no
Thank you.
chick play me like that.
What do you see? The reality of it is,
Sure.
going back to it, it is a lot of men that, that have fear around marriage. What does that say?
And this is what men need to do. Brothers, if you have to question the woman that you're with, you need to go back into healing. We are responsible for the women that we bring into our lives. And as the brother said, men are leaders. And we lead in the good and the bad. And real leaders take full accountability for everything that goes on in their life. So if you chose the wrong woman, it's your fault. And then ask yourself why you chose that wrong woman, and self-reflect on which you need to be. All praises.
Get a great deal on the vehicles the winter is no match for.
I don't lie, because that's what they talk about with women too. And I don't think that's pandering. I don't think it's pandering to tell women is what you choose, and I don't think it's pandering to tell women. But it's only pandering when you only talk about just one. Because, the thing is, everybody should take accountability for who they chose and cherish who they chose. When you take accountability, you can figure out what you did wrong, what the red flags, what shouldn't have been, what shouldn't have escalated. You take accountability for the whole thing. Even if it's not entirely your fault, because you start to realize some things about yourself and you start fixing and healing. That's what it's about.
To close this one out in a few.
Not you taking it to the grave and your ego and hatred and that dark shit. It's all that shit's
I want
that.
to give Cooley an opportunity to close out. Did you have any final thoughts, on this topic before we close out and move to the next subject here, or the next topic? Should $20 will read it here live on the show. Welcome to anybody that has made it in here. We are doing one of Hardly Initiated's debates. We have Yada Awakening in the building, coming back and returning for a debate here with No Fugazis, David Cooley in the building. You can go ahead and access them in the link in the description here. And do we have any?
Cooley energy is so feminine, though. It's like a mean girl. Like, that was another thing. The rap people be like, oh, people are feminine. Yo. They be the most sassy. Cooley is giving me sass. I'm a female and I don't act like that.
We'll move on to the next topic here, Ryan.
Got one more. Shout out to High Value Wives. Says the literal definition of a marriage is the legally or formally recognized union of two people as partners in a personal.
Okay, get to the T, y'all. Nobody cares.
It doesn't make him a professor. He can't go to college and say, hey, I'm about to teach because no, you're not qualified. Very much so.
I will say, I love Yada's delivery. Yada delivery is, he's who he think he is.
Split. on this conversation here. So I want to ask
Yeah.
the question here. Go ahead, Ryan. You
Uppercut.
want to say?
I want to pose this to Yada because we actually had
Don't
had a
forget to
surprise
follow
debate that
y'all,
was with
subscribe.
Tony Gaskins and Ace, and it
Yeah.
was a very heated
This
debate.
is a long
and it seemed
video. I
like
might not gonna get
during
through
that
it.
episode, particularly, people were split
not-
50-50 about this.
Yeah.
You know,
And,
my phone's going
I'm
dead,
really
y'all.
gonna start off with
I
Yada
got
with this one,
14%.
but
I got
Yada,
about 10 good
should
minutes
single
probably
people
before I'm like my phone will start
give
tripping.
dating advice?
Anyway, this lighting is
No,
cute.
they're not qualified. I don't care how much a scientist reads.
I didn't talk to the thing, but
Station here.
y'all delivery is funny. You're not qualified. Period.
I want to ask the question here. Go ahead, Ryan. You
Well,
have something to say?
I want to pose this to Yada because we actually had a surprise debate, and that was with Tony Gaskins and Ace, and it
Yeah.
was a very heated debate, and it seemed like during that episode particularly, people were split 50.
And I agree with Yada. The comments made it seem like he was pandering. The clip makes it seem like he was just being corny the whole time. No. Yada still is winning this debate. I'm about like, what is where I'm at because I've been talking a lot, I've been ranting. I'm like 35 minutes in this, and I don't think I'm gonna finish half of it. It's a long ass debate and whatever. But Yada is definitely taking in the points. He had a few corny moments and deductions. But Cooley is definitely losing. He probably had maybe 2-3 good moments. I give that to him, moments, not facts, but just moments. But he gaslights a lot, manipulates a lot. He tried to intellectualize. I mean, he just uses a lot of the defense mechanisms that they have in psychology. The list, he uses a lot of them, and he's just a master manipulator. And he's sassy, and he is very feminine. He reminds me of a wannabe Regina George. And Yada is like what's her name? She got the reads like the black cheerleader from Bring It On, the Clovers, Gabrielle Union. Yada is giving those good reads, the good shade, not doing too much, letting you know I'm still the man in this debate, little ass boy.
50 about this.
Yeah.
And I just really want to start off with Yada with this one. But Yada, should single people give dating advice?
No, they're not qualified. I don't care how much a scientist reads a book, it doesn't make him a professor. He can't go to college and say, hey, I'm about to teach because no, you're not qualified.
I don't believe that. I feel like a lot of single people, I mean, a lot of therapists are single, relationship therapists are single, so I'm not going to say that. That's a deduction. I'm not going to say that. I will just say that when you always have something to say about marriage and not relationships, that's different. Like if you're a relationship counselor and you're online always talking about marriages and marriages, using your experience, but you ain't really talking about your own, and you know what that looks like when you are married, or but I feel like marriage is not different than being in a long-term relationship. If you're both in a long-term relationship, I don't think it's different. The only thing different is that you have that contract. But if I've been in a 10-year relationship and you've been in a 10-year marriage, we're in the same time. We're in the same period. If you've been in a 2-year marriage and y'all only been together 2 years, and I've been in you've been in a 2-year marriage and I'm in a 4-year relationship and you was only together 3, I'm still more qualified in relationships than you. So, but he said single people, not people in long term. So I don't know if he means I don't know what he means.
You have to have the experience. And this is something that only God
long-term experience, like marriage people,
when it
like
comes to
10
loving
decades.
The ups and downs, the left, the right, the falling apart, the getting back together, the mental breakdowns, the coming back together in peace, love, and divine understanding.
That's
Only
true.
a person that's been through something real can speak on that.
Yeah.
You have to be qualified.
In years, yes. And I agree, like I said, with years. Because if, like for instance, I was in a 4-year relationship, I know people who can't say that. And I wanted to marry this person, and this person, I love this person to this day. This is a good person. I was in a 4-year relationship with somebody that we had so many ups and downs, but I knew that person loved me. To this day, I know that person loves me and we love each other. It's just that our life, we have to realize, even though we love each other, we have to go 2 separate ways. But like, I meet people who want to talk about relationships, man, they long relationship is a year. How do you know? Man, I've been through ups and downs with that man. I was through ups and downs with him for 4 years. We went through highs and lows. We had to take breaks from each other. But we always found each other back in love, in a healthy space. And it came to a point for me, it's like, I love you, and you're the I felt the safest with you. Every time I was with that man, I felt safe. And he's not even aggressive, super alpha, whatever these fake men are. Nah, he was just a good man. He was tall. He was, his build, like he was very good to be around. And he made me feel safe to be myself for the first time in my life. He made me super safe to be myself. He knew secrets. He knew things about me that nobody else knew. Till this day, he still does. And that's a man. So when I'm with other men, if I don't feel like that, and men will try to gaslight me, well, you can't just be like, no, I know what makes me feel safe. You don't even have nuances of that, what made me feel safe with that man. You don't even have nuances of that. I don't trust you, and that's okay. I don't have to get to know you anymore. You don't even have nuances in the man that made me feel as safe as when I'm with my father. That's how safe I was with that man. I felt safe with him like I felt safe with my dad. So yeah, when we talking about relationship, and you ain't been with a long-term relationship, stop talking about marriages. Stop talking about people relationships. You ain't even been in a bond like that. So many people I know that can say they longest relationship is like 2 years. And tumultuous, and they don't even like each other no more. How can I trust you? I can say I had 2 good relationships. I can say I had 2 good relationships. One that I really loved, and one that ended rocky, but not tumultuous. The one that I love, man, that's gonna be one of my favorite people forever, and I wish him the best.
To understand, qualified. If a man is speaking on relationships and he's not married to a woman, he knows nothing about marriage life, he has no business.
And he never talked about women like this.
Relationships at all.
Strong statement right there. Strong statement right there. And I think that when we had the conversation, that's where Tony Gaskin stood last time we had the convo. Go ahead. I want you to.
This is part 1. I'm going to watch this on my own time, y'all. My phone dying. See y'all later.